Welcome back to the Tipsy Trippin Rednecks LED light rebuild. Today we're going to look at some electrical and we're going to fire this baby up. So let's get to her. Now speaking of firing things up, making sure things works, I thought I would start off with what's left of this. And it's working. So let's move on over to the LED unit. Well, we'll start down here with the AC power in, where the plug gets connected on the top side there. We have the AC wires run up to a switch. Then it's branched off out of the switch. One goes to the driver on the outside through the wiring channel. Excuse me. And the other one goes to the power supply for the fans. And from the fans it comes out, and we reused I should say, one of the connectors. They work absolutely fine, and goes into the fans. One thing I did when I was going through is I noticed that the fans that came with the unit made a little bit too much noise for me, so I kind of replaced those with a couple that are a little bit quieter. And we'll go back up to the power supply here for a second. I did some stress testing on here. This is the original one. So it kind of failed. So that's why we have this nice upgraded fan power supply. Like I say, from the switch, wire goes down in through a wiring channel to the driver. There's a set of wires that come back from the driver, which are the dimmer leads, which are connected here. This gray-brown wire here, I made a small error, which is nothing serious really. Should be connected to this lead over here. The only difference is it just makes the dimmer part work in the opposite direction. And down to the bottom here, you can see two wires that come out from under the power supply. They actually come through the wire channel and go down into two Wago connectors. I marked this one with a magic marker to signify the colors. I figured orange is close enough to red, so we'll leave that, and we'll just put some black to match things up there. And over here on the side, you can see I've made a few of these deflectors here, and they are to help with airflow. I don't want any air escaping. We want to make sure everything goes through the heat sinks themselves. Okay, let's get this thing lidded back up, and then we'll fire it up. As you can see here, it is tight spacing, so a little bit of caution has to be used to put the lid back on there. Trying to fit 200 watts of LEDs plus the cooling. It's fun in a small case, we'll say. Well, actually it is fun. I love doing stuff like this. So, James Butterson, my friend, I believe you called it when you said something like, that's not a rebuild, that's a new LED. Give me an email, my friend. Give me a shout. I got something I want to get out to you, because you definitely called it. The only thing that's left of the previous unit is the top of the case, about 20-30%, the sides, and one wire connector. Everything else has been replaced and upgraded, so yeah, it's definitely a new LED. Okay, we got her hung up there now. Just tidy some of this up a little bit here. Get that out of the way. And now let's take a look. And here it is, the finished product. The Tipsy Trippin Rednecks LED. Stay tipsy, stay trippin', and stay redneck. As you can see here, the heat sinks got some nice shroud there to get that air moving out of there nice and smoothly. And we have the same thing over here, obviously. And this is the back of the unit. So let's power it up and see what we got. And there it is. Tipsy Trippin Rednecks LED light. Well, I'd like to thank Tipsy and Trippin for allowing me to do this for them. It is definitely a blast. It's fun as heck. And yeah, just thank you so much. And well, that comes to the end of this little series here. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and like the boy says, stay tipsy, stay trippin', and stay redneck. Thanks, and bye for now.